Hello everyone and good evening, and welcome to the Calcornia world in Minecraft 1.17.1. Haven't been here for a little while, been hitting the hardcore world on Saturday nights, and of course on Mondays or sometimes Sunday nights, a lot of Sunday nights lately. Been hitting the new snapshots. So tonight I figured I'd do a little unscheduled visit to the old world and see what we got to do here. Because I've been meaning to do something here, and that is to replace the map, which was on the wall behind me here, that little 5x5 section, which has now been replaced with smooth stone or whatever the heck it's called, and a few torches. The new map room is down through this hole over my shoulder here. So let me show it to you. You may have seen it on the title screen while you were waiting. But let's take a look. It had a kind of a time. I kind of did a double wide dig so it wouldn't fall through stuff if there was anything on the way. Guys, be quiet. I just gotta get a word in. But yeah, I fell a couple times. One time, lost half my hearts. Fortunately, I got the good old feather falling 4 on the boots, so I did not die. So anyway, this is the new map room. Got it on the floor instead of on the wall so that it is theoretically infinitely expandable, or at least enough to hit the world limits, especially at this scale. And we are down at Y6. So basically just high enough so that I can put a layer of glowstone underneath the item frames so that everything is lit up nice. So down here, especially if you're looking right at it, it's odd that it doesn't do that at an angle. Anyway, so right here, we got good old Atrium Base right there, which is where we are right now, or down deep below it. Up here, we have our original base, Calcornian Capital. And over here, the extra crispy base. No, actually, that's the village where I got my first couple of villagers to bring over to the main base. There was another base, I think, down here where I'd gotten some, but that one might be kind of extra crispy because it got a raid there when I was just not ready, and I ended up fleeing the thing, and there's like nobody left there. I'm thinking of eventually trying to, repopulate it, but haven't gotten around to it. Maybe that'll be another episode. But for right now, as you can see, this gives us a lot more room for mapping. Upstairs, we just had the 5x5, and I think we only went up to maybe up to here or here in the maps that we had for the Woodland Mansion expedition. The maps we made there, and then we had 8 maps from that expedition tucked away in a chest. So now we've got room for them, and they go off in this direction, and this direction more and more and more and more and more and more until we're way up here, and there's the mansion that we visited. A lot of fun there. If you want to check out the YouTube channel, the videos are there. There's like 5 episodes of like 3, I think, making my way up there, and then like I think another, and I think 1 with my shenanigans once I'm there, and then like 2 on the way back or something like that. There's a few episodes that it goes, and then I made sort of a compressed version, just doing the whole trip and back, just all the travel like 10 times speed. So that's fun to watch if you want to get the whole thing in one sitting. So I'm going to go ahead, actually, just on principle, chop away these so we can get the the full perimeter around there. And this is what we got to work with right now. So as you can see, there's lots of little spaces along here that have not been mapped. Just the areas closest to that expedition. And in fact, I am going to set the brightness up so you guys can see better. Run it to 20 chunks. Okay, that's a good streaming chunk width. For some of the streams that I was doing, exploring the new terrain generation and all, I had it up to like 32. 32 just to give the full view of the stuff in the distance. Now this big tall ladder, that was a long trip down. My plan is at some point to, well, that opening right there is my mine. It like goes right by one of the corridors in there. In fact, we'll hop up and take a look here. Yeah, and that's like the underwater entrance to it, and it just goes right by here. So what I'm thinking, I might replace this entrance down here with maybe one coming down to like a little splashdown spot, and then another spot with a water elevator to go up, and then place the ladder going down elsewhere, maybe over here or something. That'll be a bit quicker, I think. You know, so you just have a quick climb up the up the ladder, and then up through the water column, or down to a splash. Either way. So for right now, though, I think we need to maybe do some completion on some of these maps. Obviously, this one over here has a lot of water area that is still to be explored. This one over here has a fair amount down here in this cold region down here. Maybe a little bit of spot there that wasn't quite explored. And some little areas up here that need to be filled in. So I'd like to kind of do those. So, the question is how best to do that. We could grab this, make a copy, or we could just grab the map, go out, fill in the details. I'm inclined to kind of do this part up here. This map also has a bit of area on the land here as well that needs to be filled in with some mapping. So we want to take a small bite tonight, so I think we're going to go ahead and do that. Let's move some things out of the way here. And basically grab these two maps. And we're going to go on another little mapping mission. Just a small one this time. Although this does take a little while. You know what? Let's go through here. This might be a little bit quicker. What time is it? It's in the afternoon. Oh, it went away. You know what? I should have tamed it. Because there was a wandering trader that came through, and one of his llamas got in the boat and got stuck. And for some reason, I was thinking it would stick around. But obviously it didn't. Oh well, just disappeared with the trader. All right, so can't sleep right now, and it is getting late in the afternoon. Let's see, what other provisions do we need? What do we have in the way of food here? Because it seems like that would be prudent. I mean, really, we've got plenty. If we're being perfectly honest here. Got plenty of cooked salmon on me. Salmon, whatever. Don't really need that. Or these extras here. These I'll get later. Alright, so I think that's about it. I think I am going to get some some links here. Just to, you know, get myself fortified here. Okay. And actually, let's get some sticks. Good even amount. And actually, we'll grab these again and make some more planks. Yeah. One more. Okay. There we go. Alright, that ought to be stocked up enough. Let's see, and it should be just about nightfall. It is night. We'll go ahead and sleep. Start right out in the morning. Alright. Like I said, it's been a little while since actually just playing in this world just for fun. Guess we'll go through town. It's all decorated for Halloween. Don't know if you saw that one or not. I think that one I pretty much just did on YouTube. Maybe bright is too much. %, I think, is the new default in 118. Go with that for now. Alright, let's see. We're going to be heading up towards that stuff over there. Let's see. What are we doing? Get our bearings. Yeah, a lot of unmapped stuff up there. And of course it's on land, so it's just going to be a little cross-country trek at this point. So, how about that sports team? Game sure was good for the winners, wasn't it? Alright, let's see. Might see some things here that I haven't really paid attention to. Like this little very dangerous cave here. Very dangerous looking. But we can cut through it. Shortcut. Here we go. How about that? And we got a little shade. I mean, it's a desert. You got to take what shade you can get. In fact, I'm going to walk over here. We'll cut across here just to make it shorter. Ooh. Oh, that's hazardous. I think I've seen that from a distance. I need to look into how to record my microphone in the game and like separate audio channels. Because right now they're recording all together, and it's going to make for some awkward silences. I'm editing out coughs and sneezes. Ooh, my. Yeah, I don't want to be falling down there. Oh, you know what I did not bring? A bed. Should have brought a bed. But, I believe that abandoned village is up this way, so... yeah, there's that. Excuse me there. Hello, buddies. Are those sheep up ahead? Those are sheep. I don't have iron. I don't have snippers, clippers, whatever they are, shears. But I do have a sword with looting. And that's just about as good, right? Hello, sheep. Oh, you're running away already, aren't you? Hey, piggy's not coming after you. What did I get? 1. Nice. There's 2. Okay. But I need a match set. So you're safe. Now there's some over here. Ah, and a house. So, what'll it be? There we go. Lots of mutton, not much wool. Huh. That's neat. Bed. Probably not much faster than just doing it by hand. Alright, so let's look and see where we are lacking. Seems like there's some uncharted territory over that way by the shore. So we should do that. And again, this should be an abandoned village at this point. Wow. Really? Really abandoned. Let's mow a little bit. Whoops. Sorry about that. Okay, it should be just over the hill here. Yep. Kitty. Alright, let's just toss that. Let's see. So is that really not mapped? Or is there just like some dirt or sand there? Just chopping it with the edge of the map there, I guess. Okay, so yeah, we are getting some stuff there. Just filling in some little gappies here. Should have brought a boat too. Okay, it looks like there might be gaps around there, or is that little islands? Hard to say. Go around where we can see. Could be islands. It's a little bit out of range. I hear something. Must be a cave in here. This is probably where I made landfall first time. Judging by the torch there. And like a noob that I was at the time, I probably just left the boat instead of picking it up, bringing it with me. That looks like I marked a spot up there as well. Sun's going down. Or will be soon anyway. Marked in a cave there. Neat. That should probably be lit up a bit more. If we're being honest here. Yeah, I'm going. Don't need to be dealing with that stuff right now. Just need to take a nap. Alrighty. So the supposedly unmapped stuff is over this way. Oops. I'm forgetting how to do stuff. So that could actually be just those little islands. And I think it may be. Especially since I have obviously been there. Yep. Definitely been here. And that is definitely just some islands. Okay. So we got to head back this way. Alright, we're going to go by Trident. And cut across all that water, which we should have done in the first place. But I am stupid today. I'm going to blame the cold. Alright, so pop on across, get over to the village, and off we go. Alright, here we go. Yeah, it's a lot faster. I wonder if I could jump over into that little lake there. Ooh, yes. Okay. Woo. All right. There we go. Aquaman, eat your heart out. All right, so the uncharted territory is pretty much straight past the village. Actually, it looks like there might be a little bit to that side of the village there. So let's go. Maybe right by that mountain? Maybe the mountaintop is what I haven't charted. Which, you know, It's understandable. Oh my. What happened here? Well, I need to be taking my bucket anyway. Yeah. Something happened to their crops there. Alright, so go ahead and cross here. I don't see any crocodiles or anything. Okay, now look at the map. Looks like there's stuff across over this way and up here that hasn't been charted. Possibly. Let's see. Pretty much right down there. I guess not really up in the mountains at all. Ow! Owie, owie, owie. Wow. This is something. What do you think of this? Alright. So across here. Depth strider. Gotta love it. Still won't hop you out though. Alright, what do we got here? Straight over this way. Hello, sir. Excuse me. Oops. And up here. A lot of coarse dirt here. Looks like we're getting into the uncharted area. A lot of it looks to be maybe up top here. Or maybe I'm misreading it again. Who knows? Whoa, okay. Careful here. Let's take a look here. Yeah, that might have covered it. Maybe. Not really going to get on top of that. It's not from this side. Nope. Let's see. Very careful. Did we cover it? I think we got to get like down there. Or maybe, okay, that's that river there. It goes around there. So really it looks like if there's any uncharted bits, it's like over on the other, by that river. That's what I'm thinking. This green area. Yeah, it's going to be around there. Okay, so gotta make our way down. Very carefully. All right. Wow. Imagine what it's going to be like for 118. And they did do some horizontal, expansion of things. It's not just vertical. All right, so basically around this big mountain here. Do some switchbacks here. Okay. kind of up that way. What will we find? Besides sheep. Will we be able to map all this when it's way the heck up top? Pumpkins. And some sunflowers there. I think we need... I think we may need to go up there. What is a way up there? Let's see. Okay. Um. Okay. I have to make camper out right here. Grab the bed. Yeah, sun's going down. We'll just camp right here when the night comes. And it's close, isn't it? Yep, there's stars. Here we go. All right, let's consult the old map here. Put away the bedroll. All right. So this way. All right, the map step is off that way. We came over that, right? Okay. Okay, over here, I think. And over that way. Actually, I should check behind me, make sure there's not a cave there with something coming out. That would not be good. Not in hardcore, but whatever, you know? Okay, we kind of come over here and cut north. Trek across this big giant desert, as it should be. That was something that I was noticing about the, you know, it could be just that the vertical scale of things in 118 makes the horizontal scale look smaller. It could be just that perception. Because my explorations of 118 have largely been from overhead. Getting there. Sure, that's just the bunny. Because I guess husks can show up during the day, right? Okay, let's see. Kind of at the edge of that. Kind of in that one as well. That one, I think, fairly mapped, although it looks like it's got some gaps over this way. Or over that way. Village. Yes, I think this is going to be the village. Where I got my peeps. Which means that blank spot's probably going to be over here. It's weird how it's showing dots on both. I think we are filling in there. Yeah, we're filling in the map now. Yeah, I think we just about got it. There is like a little speck of sand there that might be what is being shown on the map. Or not. All right. Okay, I'm willing to give those things on the edge the benefit of the doubt. And we're going to fix back to this one and head back over there so we can get those blank areas. We kind of got some blank there as well. Maybe we should finish sections in here first. And then make our way back via this one. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. That away. Oh, any more now? Hey, piggies. Sharp edges on this map. Gotta watch you don't get paper cut. And a little pumpkin patch. Appropriate to the season. Hello, my little chickadees. Or chickens. Okay. There we go. Hello, sorry to bust up your grass there. Let's see, so yeah, that should be heading into that uncharted region, or partly charted. Chartly? Ah. Okay. Go over here. Lots and lots of desert. Okay, we're starting to get some things mapped here. I think we're gonna head up here. Yeah, that's our guy. This is where we need to go. Gotta be careful here, though. Oh, yeah. I'm glad just walking on the sand doesn't make it collapse. I'm sure it would have fallen into many a hole before now. I don't know, maybe if you fall on it too hard, it'll do that. I've not done that yet, so I don't know for sure. Oh, these guys. Come on, get them. All right. You know what? I got milk. Add that to the collection. Drink milk. Find cow. All right. Back to the map. This way. So if running any more of those guys, I just gotta avoid them. All right, I think that's about got that landmass here. Sun going down, it's kind of hard to see where I've gotten, where I've not. Go up a little further. I don't think I've been in that one yet. Got an ender chest. I don't have shulker boxes. I do have a bed though, on which I will sleep when the stars come out. Here we are. Hello. There we go, sleeping under the stars. Okay. Now for this little venture, even though I know what I'm doing here, seems prudent to set out my bed there. All right. Something killed a rabbit. Don't know what. Anyway, I am going to fill that in with coarse dirt. Smack a torch on there. And let's start making our way down. And sandstone is like butter. All right, what do we got here? Ooh, a book. Looting 1. Didn't really do much good. Sand. Oh, that's useful. Emerald, iron horse armor. I think I've got better. I'll take the gold. Should I take the gunpowder? I got plenty of gunpowder. This one. Bones. You know what? I'm going to take the bones. Maybe I'll run into a wolf along the way. Could always use another one. I actually tamed a couple wolves. So I got some puppies there that I am going to want to name at some point. Ooh, lots of bones. I know there's a way to do that all together, but I don't know what it is. And more bones. Yeah. Lots of bones for the doggies. All right. Do I want to collect those blocks there? Very carefully. Very carefully. It's got the most room in it. This one. Okay. Pop those in there. The terracotta. We can put that in there as well. Sandstone, I'll hold on to them for the moment. And the dirt. Don't need the wheat seeds. Okay. And this is a little trophy that I am keeping. And that's it. Okay. Here you go back up. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Let's not fall. Okay. Time is it? Midday. Where's the way out? This way. Entirely the wrong way. Alrighty. Nothing really of note up here. Nope, never anything up here. Alright, down this way. Okay. Sandstone, I guess we'll keep for now. Okay. Alright. Back to business. Yeah, I think we did pretty well trying to get this thing in the light. Okay, so yeah, down there. All right. Let's see what happens when we crest this hill. It's gonna be a big old drop. Nah, not too bad. Yeah, we're good. Let's see, what's the best way to approach this? Okay, we'll go this way. Then make our way east across it. Mapping as we go. Should be a river coming up here. Yep. Okay. Kind of follow the river that way. Oh, it looks like we disconnected there. Should come back any moment now. Everything should be buffered and you shouldn't miss anything. I'm going to double check the stream real quick. I always mean to do that, but really should do that right at the beginning. Pre-intro and all that. Okay. Heading the right way here. Alright, let's head this way. Here. Yeah, this is extremely exciting content, I know. I probably should have streamed when I was building the new map room. It's much more exciting. Falling down the shaft and all that. I think over this way a bit. Yeah, I think that's pretty much got it. So you need to look at this one. Yeah, we're already getting into it a bit. Definitely getting to uncharted areas here. This river is new. Time we got late afternoon. It's gonna be time to find a campsite soon. I'd like to break down into this southern map here first, though. Trees. But maybe not. Okay. We'll sleep here. Bed down for the night. Get our bearings again this way, I think. Yeah. Okay, so I think we gotta go maybe a little bit this way. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Can't go back up, tell you that much. I think there's maybe a little bit of uncharted stuff over this way. I think we about got it. Okay, so this way, I think. Yeah. Oh, oh shoot. Excuse me, sir. I'm not even gonna look. Just kind of skirting the edge of this green here. Okay, let's see here. Does the mapping depend on which way you're facing at all? Green space over there. Like a... Oh, shoot, 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 shoot. Okay. Oh, two of you. Alright. That's right. You better run. Yeah. Just hoping to not find any creepers in here. Okay. Pretty much just a tunnel. And yeah, we filled up a stack of arrows. All right, there's a way. Green, green, green. And oddly, the first thing that popped into my mind, looking out on that, was a quote, "How green is my Valium?" Which I swear I saw a movie where James Earl Jones saw that. I don't know what the movie was. He was like looking through some woman's medicine cabinet. And yeah, obviously she had Valium there. And he commented that. So, yeah. But I have no idea what movie it was from. Don't know if it was 70s, 80s, or what. Hey, donkey. What, you're not going to thank me for noticing you? Alright, whatever. Think there's some Uncharted down here, maybe? Okay, looks like we got it. Alright, let's get back out in the sun. So you can see here. So it looks like, whoop. Gotta head over this way. Looks like there's a few little spots. Maybe over that way first. Bit. Getting into the woods here. I hope I could find some little doggies. Yeah, they got just sand up there or something. Excuse me. Alright. So, gotta head back over this way. Might be a couple spots there. Watch for holes. Don't want to fall in. Okay, we're heading back up northeast westy a bit. And maybe we'll just kind of spiral around the remaining area. Don't want to obstruct my view too much. Some sudden drop sometimes in the sand. Like that. Come on. There we go. Gotta be careful turning my head to cough. Let's see. Need to be watching where I'm going. Wait a minute. Whoa. That's crazy. Okay. I should have realized that was possible. Should have realized. What am I doing? I'm hitting the wrong button. I was thinking, why is F not working? Because I'm not pressing F. Okay, careful here. And here. Okay. Up we go. Guess it tends to be like the ridges and stuff that, yeah, whoa. They get left for last in the mappings. Gotta be careful. Looks like we're going to be bedding down for the night again soon. Starting to get a little dark to see the map. We are charting some more river up ahead here. Alright, this looks like a good place for it. Come on. There we go. Okay, we're going to go roughly in the direction of the head of the bed. There we go. Oops. Must be underground. Okay. Ooh, could be down in there. Has that been lit up? By lava. Oh, look at you down there. Yeah, I saw you. Got you too. All right. Back on up. Keep hitting the wrong buttons. Looks like there's a little bit of uncharted territory over there. And I think we got it. All right, so we turn, yeah, roughly that away. Back towards the river. Deep river. More or less this way. All right, and I think that's just about got this section. Okay. I think we filled in those gaps there. There's still some more up there in the water in that section there, and a lot of land up in the northeast. And down here we got that southern area as well to fill in. So let's make our way back home. All right, so yeah, which is going to be pretty much more or less this way. Ooh, somebody fell. Careful, bunnies. Thinking we want to maybe go this way and skirt the fractured landscape over there. It means trekking through the desert. But it appears we have brought plenty food. I do hope to find a cow, though. And in fact, maybe we should go around over here. I'm thinking around over this way through those trees there would be that village. Might find some cows, the one that's abandoned, so it shouldn't matter. Hopefully it won't call a raid with no villagers there. But I think we're rid of the bad omen, though. So we should be alright as far as that goes. I do want to get the milk. Just in case. It's around here, wasn't it? Maybe through this gap. Yeah, I'm thinking through this gap here. I'm reading this right. Whoa. Don't remember this. Well, there's a cow anyway. That's all we need. All right. Bucket. Oh, cow. What? Don't want to be drinking it just yet. Alrighty. Okay. Heading back. We'll go through here since we already came this way. Okay, so maybe this wasn't where the village was, or maybe it is. It's just farther up ahead. But we want to cut down this way. Let's go to the left side of the mountain there. And up we go. Why am I not using this? So much faster. So much faster. If you've got water. Oh, it's almost 1 o'clock. Alright, we're going to get back to base, and then we're going to call it a night after we put these maps back in place. I just felt like just playing some normal Minecraft tonight, you know? Just working on a little task. Which is why during the day I was working on moving that map room, getting it so that it would be more or less infinitely expandable. Which basically means horizontal. I've been trying to work out for a while how I was going to have access to it. Because if you want to be infinitely expandable, then you can't have like a, you know, some outside spot where you got the, you know, stairs going down and then and you can't get to it. And you don't have glass stairs. I am thinking of modifying it. In addition to the elevators, maybe putting glass on top. But I might hold off on the glass thing and the elevator thing until I kind of evaluate how easy it is to, you know, accidentally fall on the thing and knock the maps loose or something. If that does not look like something that's just going to happen at all, then it might be fine as it is. Okay, there's our base. Because there is the desert temple with one of my lights hanging over it, like we have throughout the village there. Just doing a little reset on there, get the frame rate up. Sun's going down. Should reach it right about nightfall, which is a nice time to reach the village since it's all lit up and everything. Alright, which gate should we go through? I think there's one not too far from the temple there. I think over here maybe. We'll go to this one. I think there's another one over there, but this is, I think, closest. Alrighty. Okay, let's go on down. And, oh, hey, pumpkins lit up. Nice. Alright, what's the best way through there? You know what? We'll go across the water. Water's no big deal. Actually, since got that conduit down there, swim as far as I want. Not worry about breathing. Alright, let's just go ahead and reset today. I mean, it's not like we were going through a lot of sleepless nights. Alright. Here we go. Okay, trying to think which is which. This is the lower one. So that's going to go here. This one goes there. Okay. So we've got this area filled in here, which, you know, is nice. Gives us a bit better view of where some of these rivers are, at least. And we've got that. Excuse me. We got this section of the ocean mapped out pretty good. Went on an expedition to do that a while back. And still got this area down here. Little spot there in the ocean that needs it. I'm pretty sure that's not a sunken ship. Maybe a spot over here. Maybe a little spot over there. Not sure. But maybe should have checked. Actually, let me take a look. Yeah, I think that's an uncharted spot. You put it down. It's brown. Pick it up. It's tan. Yep, little spot there. Maybe try to catch that at some point on the way out. Go down here and then map over here. But that will be another session. For right now, I think that is about it for tonight. I thank you all for joining me. Just a little leisurely mapping session. Hopefully next time we can maybe expand on this. And, well, probably next time I'm going to be doing more stuff for looking at the 118 snapshots that are coming out. The latest one changed everything again. So we're going to be looking at that. And also the new map blending it does on the edge when you convert an old map to a new map. So we'll be looking at that probably Monday. So check that out during the day. That's going to be 11 a.m. Monday. Saturday night, that's tomorrow night, 11:15 is the scheduled time. Hopefully we get that on time. And then I'll be playing in the hardcore world. Going to be continuing on that. We did a little nether expedition. And so I got to sort through some stuff, see where we left off, and see what we're going to do next. All right, till then.